Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Melson behind the mic for a new replay of Rise of the Reds 1.9 internal. This one has been sent to me by the testers. Let's see. Okie day, Marakar versus Frost. So you may notice that the colors are altered. That's normal. That's an experimental thing I've done. Because some colors have been reported to me to be way too close from each other, for instance yellow and orange. So I've done this, which is way better for my eyes, because I have bad eyes at times. So excuse me if this cyan is more teal than cyan. But yeah, it's better for my eyes, better for clarity on the minimap. But those are not the official colors, and more often than not, they are more bright than the official ones. Anyway, Marakar as China versus Frost as GLA. Okay. Walling his supply on Marakar's side, I guess. I'm thinking barracks, maybe? No? I'm thinking corrupt reply again? No. It's just busy, it's not multitasking. Okay. Okay, so technical gets chased away by Gatling tanks. Minigun teams being posted. And barrels being destroyed preventively. Tunnel network being placed. Tier 1 going up for Frost, while Marakar already has a propaganda center. So he went a bit faster. Technical gets destroyed by the combination of a Gatling tank and a minigun team. Wait, Gatling tank? Wait, not Battlemaster tanks. Because at early game, GLA doesn't have really anything that resists bullets. I mean, technicals die pretty fast to that. So it makes sense. Now we have Dragon tanks and a Battlemaster. Also, keep in mind that Marakar has a very good view on what Frost is doing. So he probably anticipated this. However, he doesn't see those bikes, which are probably going to flank. Inferno cannons still have the autoloaders upgrade. Yes, they still do. Alright, going on the back of the base. Meanwhile, Marakar is flame walling Frost's defenses just near the Derrick. One of his supply truck has been upgraded with a mine plow and mine layer kit. Frost using a Marauder, two Marauders supported by a rocket buggy. In the meantime, rocket bikes are assaulting Marakar from behind, destroying his supply collection and heavily damaging his propaganda center, so probably going to deny his tier 1 pretty fast. He has no response team as of now. Mig destroying one of the bikes. Oh, bikes have 2 shots with rockets. Always have. Always have. We have the first handgun ship in the air. And the bikes are gone. In the meantime, Frost attacks the left side collection with a Marauder before being caught off guard by the handgun ship. First Marauder down, second one will follow pretty soon probably, unless that Dushkanist will be enough to deter. No, it will not as fast. The Marauder is dead and the Han has survived. Marakar now has 2 trucks with the mine layers. 3 even. Damn, there are mines everywhere already. Hana's rocket? Yes, that's new in 1.9. And the rockets are available by default with the EMP kit and with the ECM kit. So it's only replaced if you have the napalm kit or the nuke kit. Quad cannon destroying that idling MiG. Recycler seizing Tier 1 China salvage. Tier 2 going up for Frost. Tier 1 has been rebuilt for Marakar and Tier 2 is almost there. It will be there before Frost has Tier 2, which is interesting. What do we have? Those are tunnel defenders? No, those are Stinger soldiers. A new model of tunnel. Yes, looks good indeed. Speaking of tunnel, one has been upgraded with the fortified kit, giving it more health and a nice cannon. Another tunnel being ready on the front line. Stinger sight as well. Listening outpost has been detected and destroyed thanks to the scrambler kit. How tunnels have kits? New tunnels do have kits, yes. They have the fortified kits, which you know, the camouflage kit, which you know also, and the new crane kit, which repairs vehicles and buildings in its area. And as for new kits for the Dushkanes, you have those incendiary bullets, and that flame wall combined with a mixed strike destroys this entire force here. Clean shot by Marakar. Meanwhile, Frost is creeping on the right-hand side. He doesn't have knowledge of those mines as far as I know. More mines around buildings for Marakar. First super weapon being built in the shape of a nuclear missile. We already have a couple of hackers being sent inside the internet center. MiGs, not destroying the Dushkanes but heavily damaging it. However, the Ural truck combined with the Stinger sight will be enough to destroy one MiG and severely damage another. Bunker being placed by Marakar. Supply collection has resumed on the left-hand side. Lotus being sniped by Jarman. Things are moving pretty fast here. Stealth detection on the left side. I see 2 sensor towers. In terms of ranks, both players are rank 2. I don't know what that machine gun... Oh, that was the mine dispensing sound. Okay, Oil Derrick being recovered by Frost. More Marauder have been produced as well as Stinger sights. Stinger soldiers, sorry. No matter what mods we play, we still come back to Rise of the Reds. Yeah, well. When something is that good. Inferno Cannon sieging from afar. Trying to repel those Marauders. Oil derrick can be rebuilt. All tech buildings can be rebuilt now. The only exceptions being defenses. So tech bunkers, tech artillery platforms, and so on and so forth cannot be rebuilt. All the others can. It's a novelty in 1.9. However, the oil derricks and oil refinery can already be rebuilt in the public version 1.87. Grads performing some long-range attacks, while Marakar still dispenses some mines with his supply collectors. The single-shot Grads now performing precise strikes on that bunker. Both Grads being destroyed, however, at the cost of both MiGs. It is still a net plus for Marakar, since Grads are more expensive than MiGs. And we have an artillery barrage severely damaging those Marauders. However, the piercing shot has extra long range, which allows Frost to destroy one of those Inferno cannons. Rank 3 for Marakar, and he goes straight full on the parabombs, dropping them, but not managing to destroy that tunnel network. That Grad is doing some damage here, destroying 3 Inferno cannons. Stinger site has been built in the front and is immediately being sieged by those Inferno cannons. However, a Grad is incoming, taking position, launching in full burst. 1-2 Infernos perish immediately. The Grad, I think, escapes, and the Stinger site is gone. We have a rank 3 ambush straight on Marakar's airfield, immediately countered by a hand gunship with flamethrowers. One of them was destroyed, however. Nice usage of the napalm bomb. The airfield is lost, but that's pretty much it. Well, there were MiGs inside. Frost has recently displayed that he kinda likes those Marauder tanks. Especially that piercing shot ability that gives him an extra range and good damage versus tanks. That Overlord tank is in bad shape. Both players are now rank 4, so we will probably see a bit more GPs. I do not see anything significant right now. Those mines will be absolutely useless compared when facing Marauders. I count already 2 salvage 2 Marauders. I see a few salvage 1s as well. You can see them from afar with the more prominent muzzle brake. And the Grads are still harassing Marakar's defenses. And the push to support immediately. Lotus, I think, calling in an artillery strike? Or didn't she have time? I don't know. Oh, she is in detection mode, so Marakar sees Jarman. Jarman dies on the mines, however, the Marauders clearly don't care, and artillery strike behind the Marauders. First disable on the Marauders. Lotus is in a pickle due to those toxin shells. Lotus perishes. The artillery strike doesn't destroy anything, and those mines will not help. Marauders are completely immune. Lotus can call artillery strikes, yes. Okay, that's correct. Marauders are pushing hard. Marakar is in a bad shape. 1 Overlord versus 5 Marauders. Can he do it? 4 Marauders left, and the piercing shot gets it. However, he managed to destroy 2 Marauders. Rank 5 for Frost. He has the Insurrection GP as well as at least 1 rank of Sabotage. We'll see what else. He has an advantage over Marakar, who is still at rank 4. No, he just passed rank 5. Nice. Both players are now at the ultimate level, and Frax Bomb on Marakar's face. Dreads are pushing from the center. While on the left side, yet another ambush, targeting immediately the nuke missile, which gets destroyed. The ambush is still well alive. I do not see any helicopter on Marakar's side, so he will have to use those dragon tanks, which are far less agile. And in the meantime, it looks like Frost has extended his reach quite significantly. His spread is pretty impressive. Scott Storm on the left side, already concealed by the Scrambler Station. Pillager has been built, but no Sunstorm just yet. He doesn't have tier 2, that explains why. And does he even have... Yes, he does have a War Factory. EMP bomb being called in and disables one Stinger sight and 1 Marauder tank. The Pillager escapes. However, now Marakar pushes with Overlords. With better numbers this time. I was going to say Marakar. No, German Kell stun locking those Overlords. Sorry. Welcome to the channel, Cruel Voice Man. Yes, thank you. Hey, Master Purple. Okay, Grads now attacking Marakar's infantry. Listening outpost using the deep scans to reveal the presence of the Marauder. Pillager is already in the front line, destroying a single speaker tower. Nuke power bombs missing the spot. Sunstorm has been deployed, however, bad timing just in front of those Marauders. It will probably die immediately. No nuke shell has been used in a critical situation. Nothing has been destroyed, however, the radiation will cause some problems. Frenzy rank 1 has been called in by Marakar, followed immediately by an Overlord trying to chase down the Pillager. And those Marauders are completely invisible for now. Woof. Nice use of the overcharge ability of the ECM tank. Pillager misses the assist shot right behind the Overlord. However, there is enough firepower to finish it. Which side is my favorite? China. And it looks like Frost has used the flame kit on the Pillager, converting to a fragmentation burst fire incendiary thing. Artillery strike being called in by Lotus on the reinforcement. 3 more Overlords approaching that lone damaged Marauder. It shouldn't be an issue. Pillager is half health, retreating apparently. Jarman kill is also an issue, so if Lotus uses her abilities, she might be instantly sniped. More Marauders being produced by Frost. His entire base is concealed, or almost. This arms dealer is very well visible. And more marauders are approaching. An Ural truck as well. Napalm drop. One of the bombers has been destroyed. It was at danger close and damage was minimal. New Sunstorm has been activated. 2 marauders perish immediately at the impact. And now we have also an incendiary shell, prompting Frost to retreat. Oh, sorry, I need to catch my breath a second. Road truck has been detected. Sabotage disabling the Sunstorm as well as 2 overlords and stealth detection, which will be a huge problem. Sunstorm will probably be destroyed as this shot confirmed it's destroyed. So now we have 3 overlords trying to chase down all those marauders, and the pillager just flees and leaves the marauders behind. Another batch of marauders and grads in the central lane. The pillager is reaching the tunnels, and with a success, it comes back. It comes back. Will we see another Aziz shot? EMP bomb yet again, pretty much a failure. Only disabled 1 grad. Marauders still in control of the situation. Marakar is kind of in trouble here, and we have an anthrax bomb on Marakar's secondary economy. Do you know BL9 TV? Yeah. Well, I don't know him personally, I know the channel, yeah. Disrupt the team finalist unlocking the pillager. Maybe we will see the end of that pesky monster. What's he doing? Scudstorm is ready for Frost, so we will probably see it shooting any second now. And the pillager goes down, and apparently Frost's infantry gets poisoned by their own anthrax bomb, which is unfortunate. Scudstorm sent on the tier 2. That's another big hit. Command center, second command center being built by Marakar. This is interesting. Both players are pretty much floating on cash, so I guess they can. What is this version? This is the 1.9 internal version. It is not accessible to public yet. It's still under development. Alright. What do we have? We have 1, 2... 2 arms dealers, third one being built. Marakar is losing an important amount of overloads. However, those pillager will eat a nuke shell on the face, and 3 of them will perish instantly. More maybe die with the radiation. However, it's not sure. Ambush being immediately caught in the crossfire of several Gatling overlords, as well as the insurrection mob. They didn't last long. Another deep scan.
Our power is low.
Marakar has a view of over half the battlefield. However, should a pillager emerge, he will automatically lose that advantage due to the fact that most units will be stealthed. He rushes into the defense line and immediately gets caught by the Stinger sight and the reinforced tunnels. Deep scans do reveal stealth, revealing the pillager. Let's see what Marakar will do. Ooh, we have an assist shot for starters. Where is the Sunstorm? Where is the Sunstorm? Probably dead. Entire force of Frost has been revealed, however the pillager is still safe. Ooh, now I understand the second command center, so he can redirect his parabomb strikes. We have a lot of angry mobs getting to close combat with Marakar's tanks, destroying yet another troop crawler, denying the propaganda. More marauders using very effectively those piercing shots. Mobs are getting a bit too close to that Gatling overlord. Hey, Dr. Daher. Ooh, napalm drop. Danger close. Nice, nice shots. Destroying all of those angry mobs. Nuke Sunstorm Shell on the face and followed up immediately by the Incendiary Shell. Very good. Basically, he has used every single ace in his sleeve. Right. Now it seems that it's Marakar's turn to push back with a spearhead of 3 overlords, followed by more, and of course the Sunstorm. Smaller tanks are here as well. We have yet another overlord. Sunstorm has been deployed and sends a napalm shell straight on the defenses. However, we have an ambush. Barely managed to survive, thanks to the nice placement of his troops. Rats, however, are forbidding the entrance. This bottleneck will be a problem, and as Frost mentioned, the mismatch occurs, and it ends kinda abruptly. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this replay, and I will see you soon for more content. Bye!